God bless you, everybody. I am, of course, Apostle Edward White Davis from the Reshuffle Outreach Ministry and, of course, the EFLM Church, also representing for Omega Radio. And today we are at the Lacovia Primary School, and we are, of course, on mission work. But I have here with me today a beautiful young, not just beautiful on the outside, but a beautiful heart young lady, Cherie McLeod. Now, I saw her on the national television and she was sharing what took place in the hurricane. And I saw she was crying because of what was taking place here in Lacovia with the persons who were in the shelter. Now we are here today. I didn't even know she was here, but when I came, I saw her. And I have to do this interview with her. Cherie, now we were talking earlier, and there are a few things that you share with me that really catch my focus. Now, I want you to give us just a synopsis of, you know, the day when you guys came to the shelter. Tell us what happened, how did you come here, and what happened since you're here.
Alright, so I was in the shelter from the Monday, which is October 27th. That's when I was here at the shelter. And then I have 16 shelterees, 11 coming in from the community of Slive, and the other 5 persons from this community, Lacovia. The day of the hurricane, which was October 28th, was a day that we will never forget. I was actually here at the shelter and left during the start of the hurricane to go back to my family.
So basically you came before the hurricane?
Yes, I was here the day before.
Okay.
So I was here the day before to receive the persons that will be at the shelter. And I have to ensure that the resources that I was given was mounted, and the beddings and all of those stuff were in place.
How many persons you had at that time in the shelter?
So as I said before, on Monday I had 16 shelterees, and 11 from the community of Slight, and 5 from this community, Lacovia. Of the 16, 6 of those persons were elderly persons.
Wow, so do you have children in that batch?
Yes, so initially on Monday, there was a 9-year-old male.
Wow, all right. Tell us on the night of the hurricane when it came here and the morning after.
Well, so, you know, we all experienced the hurricane during the day, thankfully to God. So we were able to see most of what was taking place around us. I know
Let me stop you. What are most of what you saw? Give us a vivid sight of what you saw.
I literally saw buildings made by board crumble to the ground.
Wow.
Water in places we have never seen, and actually persons were in water as far as 4 feet.
Wow.
And you know, I literally saw like zinc flying off like rooftops into trees.
My God.
I would see like heavy branches from like mango trees and other trees around, just, you know, just it's as if there was a invisible power saw just chopping off limbs and dropping, and you know, I would have literally seen trees fall into houses.
Wow.
So I was happy that it came at a time where persons could actually see what was happening around, because if it had came any later, I know that many persons would have lost their lives, because it was traumatic.
In that span of time, tell me how, in your own words, how did you feel?
Honestly, I was pacing in my house because I know I have the persons over here, and because of the design of the buildings, I know that water will be coming in, because I too was experiencing that at home. At one point, my father and my sister had to use furniture along with paddings to kind of brace so that the window wouldn't fall out. At one point, the bottom of my window, the board got hit out completely, and it was like a waterfall coming into the house. So after the hurricane, every single section of the house was underwater.
My God. So your house was totally
underwater,
flooded out.
Right.
Wow.
And also during the hurricane, a locked door was totally flung open, and if I hadn't run to brace it back, Well, I don't know what would have happened, but God would have equipped us with the strength to just go and brace the door. My father had to put in some screws, literally, to keep the door intact.
What was it like, you know, during the night ending of the hurricane in the shelter?
When I came over to when I actually came back to the shelter that same day, I actually saw all 16 persons in one room.
Wow.
And most of those persons were wet. Every single clothing, every single blanket, bedding, everything was soaked. Persons literally had to sleep on benches and tables without warm clothes.
All right. So here is now the day after the hurricane. Talk to us what happened and you know how soon did assistance came.
All right, so 2 days past the hurricane or post the hurricane, I had two elderly persons who actually fell ill. One was more serious than the other. There was a male shelteree who, with no medical experience, I didn't know what to do. So I was led to write a sign asking for help. I didn't specify, but deep down I know that I needed medical assistance as soon as possible. And I went to the gate of the Lackover Primary School, and I would have persons passing by, literally passing by. And however, I know it was the Lord would have had it to send one person that stopped. And he shared, actually he bought 2 cases of water. Bought 2 cases of water for his family, and he managed to share 1 case with us. In about a few minutes after, I would have seen a vehicle slowing down. It didn't stop where it is.
And that's 2 days.
And that's 2 days
Post the hurricane.
Right. And we didn't have anybody coming in to say what was the situation like. At that time, we had no power, no communication going out, and the roads were blocked with light poles, whether they're concrete or wooden, trees and all of that.
All right, question. So, did you have enough food during the hurricane? And because I heard persons. All right, so I would hear persons on the media saying that they had bought enough food from the Thursday, and by the time the hurricane came, their food were gone. Question: did you have enough food stored up that after the hurricane you had food in those 2 days?
Absolutely not, because we were getting assistance from neighboring businesses and their families.